We have not seen these levels for 3 years. I took already here a small long position and then returned back to the upside. That is definitely bullish. Wallstreet is buying more and more Bitcoin together with the institutional trading desks. They are running hot and there is no end in sight when it comes to their buying pressure. But there is one faction of people they are in a consistent downtrend, and this is serious for Bitcoin. And we need to talk about that because we are in trouble. Let's go. Thank you guys for tuning in once again here. We are starting off with the DXY because the DXY is moving to the upside, as I mentioned at yesterday already, that I was expecting when we are breaking under 104.9 points that we see something playing out like this here and then only continue to go to the downside. So I'll just make this a little bit bigger so that you can see it better in a different color. Let's make this yellow. So this kind of trajectory that I expect here from the DXY. Maybe we pierce through briefly through that level here, 104.4, all the way up to like 104.6, something like that. And from there I get rejected, go back to the downside. So remember guys, I told you this is most likely going to happen. And that is unfortunately one of the reasons why Bitcoin is going a little bit to the downside right now. But there is another huge contributing factor that we're going to talk about here in a moment that is a potential really big problem that we need to keep an eye on. Here, when it comes to the DXY, if you want to trade the DXY and you want to short the DXY, I would start shorting it from 104.5 points. And actually, I'm going to do that together. I'm going to take the trade with you together, guys. Here, I'm starting to short all the way up to 104.8. There's the last time where I'm going to add to that position. And I will have a tight stop loss at like 105.05. There will be my stop loss. So and the target for me will be 103. So 2 points, more or less, 1.5 point to the downside. And I'm going to take the trade here on Prime XBT, guys. If you want to take this trade with me together, you can also trade there gold, silver, and of course crypto. And you stand a chance if you sign up with and deposit at least $100 to win $500. I give away twice every week $500 here on the channel that you can trade with. And again, guys, out of $500, actually $400, I turned that into $3,200 in a matter of like 2 weeks. You can do the same thing here by just following the trades that I give absolutely for free. You will find a link in the description to go to Prime XBT. And again, you stand a chance to win $500 if you are signing up here. The Bitcoin ETF inflows are ramping up. We are getting here day after day after day positive inflows here. This is the, I think, 9th consecutive day of positive inflows. Let's have a look here. No, actually longer. So this is now the, I think, 2 weeks of consecutive positive inflows here. Or do I miss here something? No. Yeah, almost. Let's say 10, because here on a weekend is in between there. Yeah. So yes. So we have here 13 days of consecutive inflows, including weekends where we are not trading. If you subtract them, we are coming down to 9 days. So 9 days of consecutive inflows, which we did not see for a long time. So that is definitely bullish. The institutions don't care anymore where the price is. They know the direction of the market and they keep buying. But who is right now in big trouble? And or let me put it this way, why is Bitcoin in big trouble? Because there is one group of people actually not buying right now. So, and that group of people is actually retail. Let me actually make this bigger here. So retail is at a 3 years low here on this chart in terms of buying. So, and retail is here, retail investors from $0 to $10,000 over the last 30 days. If they invested and they didn't, they actually sold over the last 30 days. So, and that is at a 3 years low. Look, the last time that we were in that kind of range here at like minus 17% or even lower than that. Can I go lower? Here, yeah, minus 20.5% was here in July 2021 that we were here at the same level. So which is insane. We have not seen these levels for 3 years. So retail is not here right now. So and that is absolutely fine. But when is retail coming back is the next question, because this run is not fueled by retail. As you can see, the retail is a 3 years low. They're not interested right now to get into Bitcoin. And you also see that on Google Trends. If I go here to worldwide, just translating this from German to English for you guys. So you see here, the current level that we are at is 23. And in 2021, when we were at 20, let's see here, we were in 2020, just before we went massively up. That was the last time that we were here at 43 in a bull run. 23 in a bull run. So this is not a good level, guys. This is not a good level to be at in terms of retail investors being in the market. But there is, of course, a silver lining on the horizon, because if retail is not here, that means there is still big money sidelined that will come at a later stage into the market. So, and you definitely want to be alerted when this is going to happen. And for that reason, guys, go here. If you are not already subscribed, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, guys. Let's spread as much as we can this channel out, because if you like this video, that tells the YouTube algorithm to show it to more people. So I would appreciate that. The subscriber count here is a little bit wrong, but you know what to do, guys. You know what to do. I'm here at 37,640. Let's get this today to 37,700, 800. Smash the like button, also subscribe, hit the notification bell, guys. Let's make it happen today here. That will definitely make my weekend if we get today here to $37,700. Almost said dollars, 37,700 subscribers, guys. Something else that is quite concerning is that the Bitcoin hash rate had a massive drop today. The Bitcoin miners are not selling. So what does that mean? Miners are not selling, but the hash rate is dropping. It's really simple. That means that some Bitcoin miners have now turned off their machines because they're not profitable anymore. And they must have turned off quite a bit that we get such a drop here in the hash rate. So we went from, what is this? Okay, I don't know what number this is. This number is insane. So, but we dropped here. Yeah, so you see here from 359 to 341, let's call it like that, because this number is fucking insane, is what we dropped down to. And that is a big move, you know, so that there is a difference of almost 18. And that means here a lot of miners or a big mining facility has actually shut down because they're not profitable anymore and turned off their miners. So that is in the long term really good, because it washes out the people that are not profitable anymore and makes room for new companies, bigger companies coming into the space, supporting the network. So, and that always happens after the halving. In the first 3 months after the halving, we are always seeing that some miners are shutting down, and then we see that drop in the hash rate, which again helps other miners to stay profitable, because a lower difficulty means easier calculations for the miners to solve the block, to find the block reward. When we are looking at Bitcoin, what's happening here, then we are seeing Bitcoin is going sideways under this current resistance here of $66,000. The relative volatility index is also bouncing back to the upside. I still believe that we are going to see here a push to like $66,000, $67,000, and then also hit here 80%, up to 86, 87% on the relative volatility index, and from there get another rejection to the downside. And I still believe that this will be a massive one, that we're going to see something like this here, because, okay, not maybe 58, but at least to like 62. That is something that you should keep in mind, that this is definitely in the cards, that we see something like this here happening. in the next 5 days, in my opinion. So in the next 5 days are really crucial that you pay attention what's going to happen here with Bitcoin and the rest of the market. A contributing factor that we are going that low is the underlying CME gap. Now, don't forget, guys, if the CME gap doesn't close within 72 hours, it is statistically proven that it stays open for a way, way longer time than usual it would be. So here's my game plan, what I believe is going to happen with that CME gap. So I believe today, really, that's just one theory that I have. Today, possibly, we are going to see that price comes down to close that CME gap just before CME is closing. So then price will come up here again and then go sideways over the weekend. And just before CME opens, gets a small leg to the downside. And what happens then is we have now a close from Friday, let's say here, from today, and an opening from here. And that means price needs to go up to fill the CME gap. So something like this could be playing out here. So the other possibility is that we are also coming down here. And by Sunday's opening, we have another CME gap from Friday's closing somewhere here, and Sunday opening here. And now when we come back up, we fill both CME gaps at the same time. So that is another possibility. So the third possibility is we're not closing this underlying CME gap at all, but we are getting close to it and just do something like this. So these are the three scenarios that I have in terms of the CME gap for this weekend. But I believe that the first one, if we actually come down and close the CME gap, is still highly probable, and that's why you need to be prepared for that. So, and remember, guys, I have my bets already placed here. I still have I have right now $2,200 still available. The rest is allocated into positions here on ZoomX, guys. So if you want $10 for free, and trust me, even with $10, especially if you are in a third world country, you can make bigger money. It just takes longer, but you can do it with $10, guys. So get $10 for free for signing up on ZoomX with the link in the pinned comment below. You could get also up to what is the deposit bonus? I think $30,000 on ZoomX, up to or $20,000. I think $20,000. $20,000 deposit bonus. I know it's hard to reach 20,000, but you can get at least something if you deposit like $5,000, $6,000, $10,000. You will get a couple of $100 worth of deposit bonus. But this is actually more interesting for people like in Africa or India that really need to flip every penny around to try to make it. Go here, get your $10 for free just for signing up, and follow the trade calls that I give here so that you can increase your capital and actually grow it to a substantial amount. Let's go into the daily chart. Remember, guys, I told you here these oscillator indicators, the Harmony oscillator, and here I forgot the name of this one from MDX. What is that called again? The oscillator Harmony, so, and the reactive gradient. So here the reactive gradient, remember, guys, I told you there is the red wave missing to the upside. So, and look at this here. The last purplish wave is starting to look like quite similar to the current one, because every time in the purple one we are kind of slowly grinding sideways up before we enter the red phase and go higher. So here we could see here the same playing out, where we're coming here a little bit lower, touch the top of the fair value gap, bounce off that, get our red phase, go to $66,000, $67,000, then roll over, come down into the 0.5 potentially, or at least into the 0.382 here at $60,000, bounce off from there, then continue to go to the upside. Again, the oscillator Harmony is also showing the same thing here. We are heating up here. We got another darker red plot here, which is telling me that the market is still pretty overheated, and that there should come at some point a big correction. So now I also found something contradicting to that, and I'm gonna show it to you in a moment. So, but here also on the 4-hourly gradient, we are cooling down in terms of price action and forming here now a small bullish pennant. I don't really like it it's kind of okay. Still not a huge fan, but it's kind of okay. So we could see here breakout to the upside, getting to the apex of it, which will be in the next 10 hours that we are coming into this apex. And from there, we are going to see if we're breaking further down or to the upside. So if we are breaking down, then we will further cool down, get into a green phase, and finally get partially the CME gap closed, and then return back to the upside gradually, something like this. So that's absolutely fine with me. But if we're breaking to the upside, expect that we could go as high as $68,000 here to hit this dashed line. So I will give you two trade setups that I want you to keep in mind here. One of them will be from here, from the breakout at $64,350, all the way up here, more or less. So, and then we are flipping this around from the short side, just in case that we are breaking down here. Yeah, so that is the trade to the downside. So now you see here, in terms of risk to reward ratio, the upside would be favored and the downside would be limited, because we will not go massively to the downside here, even though you will feel the pain in your positions when it's happening. But again, there's more potential to the upside in terms of percentage gain than to the downside. But even though, if you want to hedge either your long position or you want to scalp trade this here to the downside, there you have your short setup for that specific trade here. Let's go into the 12-hourly chart, because here's something that I want to show you, which is quite interesting and contradicting the rest from what I'm seeing here right now in terms of bearish price action, because we have here a hidden bullish divergence where price is creating higher lows and the RSI is creating lower highs. So that is a hidden bullish divergence. And as long as we are above $63,800, with the next 12-hourly candle, we could actually see this playing out here to the upside. So as long as we are above that and also not breaking the trend line here at 63,200, there is a huge potential chance that in the next 48 hours, we are going to see the hidden bullish divergence playing out here to the upside. Again, if we are breaking to the downside in terms of price and coming down here into the EMA ribbon, then of course the hidden bullish divergence is invalidated. Here on this 12-hourly chart, also you see here the big rejection that we got from $64,570. I warned about this level here. That is a crucial flip level, and just above that is also the golden ratio. So two big resistance areas right now for Bitcoin. Once we are flipping above $64,500 and can hold a couple of candles above that level, and I speak about 4-hourly candles, I will change my stance, cancel all my underlying orders, and go market buy in when this is happening. But right now we are here getting supported from the VPVR from a volume traded area that is holding us afloat here at current levels. But again, guys, don't forget, there is the potential that we are seeing here flash, crash to the downside, come back up, and then continue to the upside, just to liquidate everybody that is overly leveraged long right now. And I'm going to show you that in a second. So now I took already here a small long position just in case that we go higher. So I jumped here a little bit the gun already. You see here I'm a little bit in minus right now. So, but I have still my underlying orders here on weeks, just in case if we are coming down here, I will get filled. If we go higher, I still have $100,000 almost here available to enter higher if I have to. And again, on weeks, I'm farming an airdrop while I'm trading, which is amazing. You can farm up to $20,000. Why not take that money? It's absolutely for free, you know, and if you're anyway trading there, you get money on top in terms of an airdrop in their own token, guys. So, and there is no KYC, no VPN needed to use that exchange. Again, guys, if you want to trade there, there is a link in the description. Make use of it while this is lasting. On the 4-hourly chart, in terms of liquidation levels, we see here we are getting supported from the EMA ribbon. Currently, we have now our golden cross that we were speaking about. We have some over-leveraged shorts above us that could get liquidated first before we go lower. That's what I'm looking at. I'm going to show you now here on the shorter time frames why I believe there is definitely one more leg to the downside coming. Look at here the concentrated liquidity down here. There you see here at 63,000 and also here all the way down to like 62,700. There is liquidity concentrated right now, and to the upside it would be $64,500. So here the liquidity below us makes more sense to be taken out right now because there is more than above us. So also if I go to the 24 hours, what built up over the last 24 hours, you're going to see the same picture more or less. Also here again, big block concentration above us. So the question is in which direction we are going first to take this all out, you know. So here it goes up all the way to $65,500 and to the downside to $62,200. So, but I believe that both sides will get liquidated here in the next coming hours. I think also on the 3-day chart you see it quite clearly that in the short term the downside would be a little bit more favored than the upside. Oh no, actually here it would be the upside because 65,400 and then here $66,500. So, but regardless, I want you to be right now here in an alarm state and pay close attention what's happening in the charts. In terms of Bitcoin dominance, exactly what I was expecting is happening here. We wanted to see some sideways movement in terms of green candles. So, but don't forget, we will definitely come down here really, really soon. And that is when we start printing on altcoins, guys. So when you look here at Ethereum is still holding above the golden ratio here. I would be waiting here a little bit. I would not enter a position before Sunday evening or Monday morning to Ethereum unless we are hitting $3,250 over the weekend. And that's where I would still look for an entry. Otherwise, regardless what Ethereum does, I would not enter into Ethereum because it could be a fake move over the weekend. And you don't want to get trapped into this. Then Solana is looking quite strong and trying to break this resistance here at $165. The indicators are also looking quite bullish. We are about to get here a buy signal on the MACD. RSI is bullish to the upside, stochastic bullish to the upside here on this 4-hourly chart. So here, if we are breaking above $165 and closing here a 4-hourly candle, the next target would be $176 all the way up to like $180. And that would be also the next trade that you can take here on Solana, all the way up here to like $180. So here, that would be the setup, 2.5% stop loss against a 10% almost move to the upside. Definitely worth it here. Entry $165, stop loss at $160, take profit $180. If we come a little bit lower, then we have another entry. I would take then here the middle here from these 0.38 and the 0.5, 150, let it be $160. And the stop loss at $154, but the target remains the same. So now you just increase the percentage amount that you can gain from this trade. And again, all these trades I take on here BYBIT. That's where I take all my altcoin trades. You see here, I have some altcoin trades running in a loss right now, but I'm pretty sure they're soon turning into a profit. I opened also a new one here on HNT. That's one of my new trades that I just opened recently here because I think that is also going to run massively. But I only took here a small position, you know, like a $5,600 position, and keep scaling into this here to the upside. Again, on BYBIT, you get also $500 free airdrop position, futures position. You only need to deposit $100 for that to claim the position. That is also still ongoing for a couple of weeks, but make use of it because it's free money, guys. It's absolutely free money, and you get a free position to trade on BYBIT with the link in the description. Now, another coin that I have my eye on is, again, Lido. Lido came here perfectly to our entry level, so I hope that you got in. We are now at our secondary entry level, so there you can add to your position if you are in here since the entry level that I had given the last 2 days. If not, you can enter here right now and trade this all the way up to $2.26. Then HNT, like I said, one of the trades that I took just now here. If you want to play it safe, you wait until like $4.28 because we're then above the golden ratio. To enter here, we got a golden cross. Indicators are a little bit bearishly overextended, hence why I believe that we are getting a bounce here. And we are forming here also a kind of like bull flag pattern. If you look at it like this, actually a falling wedge would be more accurate for this. So once that falling wedge is breaking to the upside, the target would be here at least $4.52, but I'm targeting $5 and potentially even higher than that. Then ENS also at our entry level right now for this trade here at $25.75, actually a little bit below that. As long as we're trading above the 50 moving average, it's good to enter, guys. It's good to enter. And the target remains the same, $37. Here we could see a little bit more downside based on the indicators, so you can just wait maybe another. Actually, you can wait until Sunday potentially to enter this, unless we are breaking above $26. $26 would be the last one where I would enter this. Then COTI. COTI now also going here into a cool-off phase based on the MDX algo gradient. But also here we are quite bearish overall right now and overextended. So this can be also short-lived and we get another move here to the upside. As long as the weekly open is holding, I'm not really concerned about COTI. Again, if you want this indicator, there is a link in the top area of the description and the pinned comment below, guys. This is helping me to make so much money, guys, you cannot understand. It's insane. I took all my Bitcoin trades where I made over $150,000 based on the indicators, what they were showing me. And also just recently the altcoin trades that I took, some of them that were profitable. Also these trades were taken based on the decisions that I took in Confluence with the MDX algo suite. So take advantage of that. You get 10% discount with the link in the description. And this is also only there until it's lasting, guys. Then Near also is coming closer to our entry level here at $5.75, where we can re-enter. You see now what when I said don't round trip your profits, guys, when we were entering. And take profit here at $6.50 and take a stop loss at $6.11, you know. So you see now why I said this, that you should not round trip your profits, because we will most likely come down here in the next 2 days to $5.75, and then you can re-enter or add to your position if you unfortunately keep holding on to it, and then trade this all the way back up to $7.72 or even $8. Then here on Margex, I'm also still trading on Margex, my link position, which is kind of a little bit underwater right now. I want to be fully transparent with you guys. You know, sometimes I have positions that are underwater, massively underwater, but I'm still confident that this is going to turn into a profit, because my stop loss would be like $10 or something like that, you know. So I'm not expecting that this is going, so hence why I'm holding on to this position and keep adding to it. And also, again, Margex is one of the exchanges where you can trade without KYC and farm an airdrop while you are trading. Also use Margex in the description below, guys. You can also copy trade my trades on Margex. So here, let me explain why I'm still in this link trade, because we are about to get a golden cross here. The indicators, MACD, stochastic, RSI, all overextendedly bearish. So we need to get a bounce here. And that's why I keep holding this position, because I'm like, how much am I underwater right now? Like 6%, 7% underwater. That's why I keep holding on to this. And guys, that's it already for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will take some of these trades here. And yeah, let's also hope that retail is coming really soon back into the market. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you again with more profit tomorrow.